What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to the movie review. And today we're going to be reviewing the Muppet Movie, um, from 1979. Before I get into anything, let's read the synopsis. After Kermit the Frog decides to pursue a movie career, he starts his cross-country trip from Florida to California. Uh, Along the way, he meets and befriends Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy, Gonzo, and rock musicians Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. When Kermit is offered a job by Doc Hopper to advertise the fried frog legs at his restaurant chain, Kermit turns Hopper down. However, Hopper refuses to relent and pursues Kermit and his companions to a final showdown. Now this is a movie that I've another one of those movies like, oh yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this movie growing up. I have seen this movie, and but when I watched, it, like, oh, I actually haven't seen this. I've seen like trailers and like previews and stuff on VHS when I was watching other stuff, but this movie I actually had never seen, believe it or not. I know I've seen clips and stuff of it and everything. And before I get into talking about the movie itself, can we just like, it's so you do not see movies that are just rated G anymore. This movie's rated G, and most family films and things are just like PG now when they don't really need to be. Um, but anyway, um, the Muppet Movie. Going into it, I didn't really know what my expectations were. I like the Muppets. I've watched a lot of Muppet movies over the years. And I really enjoy the Muppets. I think I like the music, I like the comedy, I like a lot of it. And this movie definitely held that standard for me because the movie is funny. That is its big strong point in my opinion. Comedy in this, like, I don't know if it's because I love puppets or anything funny coming out. Um, Anything with puppets, just with basic jokes, is pretty funny to me. I think that simple humor when it comes to puppets works. Um, but I think I was laughing at stuff. I feel like in most films I wouldn't laugh to. I'd be like, oh, that's a chuckle. Like I was full on laughing at some of these jokes, and it's probably because of the delivery and everything of the film and everything. So that's a big factor for a movie like this. That like that like that the comedy works so well. Now this is where I might get people a little annoyed when it comes to this film, or not like what I have to say. The music I don't hate, but most of it's just not for me. Obviously, Rainbow Connection is great. Um, Moving Right Along is great. Um, the one song between Rolf and Kermit, that one's fun, but pretty much everything else is just bleh, meh, just meh, meh. That'd be a better way to say it. It's not nothing. I'm like, oh, this is great, and everything. I'm gonna listen to this later. I feel like the ones I listed are like the only songs I really was like. But that's the thing. Um, there's gonna be songs and movies you don't like sometimes, and that was just the case here. Not every song was a hit for me. But like I said, and I can't go out saying the puppetry obviously is really well done. You really feel that these are these characters and everything. You don't just like, oh, that's a piece of fabric talking. No, no, you feel like that's a frog, that's a bear, that's a pig, and everything. And it's funny. Like I said, there are some good jokes in the movie. Like I think, and there's heart. There's not as much heart in it as I was expecting. Like it's a follow your dreams, but like there's like two scenes specifically that like I feel like are really good at handling the heart. Or two scenes in this movie that I think do that very well. Like they handle the heart of the film very, very well. Um, like I said, the comedy is where this movie shines. Uh, the comedy and its heart. Um, like there are some jokes, and like there's one joke in here that's basic. I don't want to give away any of the jokes if you haven't seen it, but I feel like most people that are Muppet fans have seen this movie. Um, it's funny because the most recent thing before this that I had seen in the Muppets for the first time was Muppet Vision 3D at um at Disney. So that was the most recent thing that I've seen that I'd never seen before for the first time. So but yeah, overall this is just a fantastic time. Um I think it's a good family film. I think it's definitely got a little bit of something for everyone. Uh oh, I think there was one song I did like a little more. The Electric Mayhem song when you first meet them. That song's not bad. It had parts in it I like. But overall, I think this movie it comes to do what you want it to, and you just have a good time. And like I said, it's got a lot of heart, and it's got a good message of being like follow your dreams and everything. And it's also kind of got a message in it like be true to yourself or kind of be like or not. I don't know if that's the right term. Cause like there's a scene where like Kermit's like and he's like is like oh I broke a promise to myself or it was something like that. If you know what I'm talking, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Um, but overall, I think the movie just knows what it came to do, does it very well. It's fun, and I think overall, I think the movie just knows what it's here to do. Um, overall, though, I'd love to know what you guys think of the movie. Let's go ahead and critics give this movie an 88 on Rotten Tomatoes, and audiences also give it an 88, which I think is a solid good point to put it. I don't think it's a fantastic film. It's got some flaws, like the villain stuff. I don't think we needed that for this movie. I don't think we needed. You could have had. There's a whole bunch of fun set pieces, like with meeting the new Muppets and everything. Um, like there's a lot to be done there. But overall, I think the movie just does ex- exactly what you want it to do. Like I said, I really wish that I don't think we needed a villain for this movie, but it does open to a few good comedic scenes. Um, like I said, I think we didn't need it. Me personally, I'm gonna be pretty generous for this movie. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna be pretty generous with it. Because I do think the performances are great. The I do think some of the early Muppets singing voices, I don't know, something about them is a little off to me. I think later down the road they sound a little better. Um, not every single one of them is like that. I think like Miss Piggy sounds like exactly the same. Obviously later on Jim Henson doesn't do passes away and doesn't do Kermit. But I definitely want to check out more Muppet movies and review them. So if you guys want to see more Muppet movie reviews, let me know down in the comments. And when I say Muppet, I also mean technically the specials and all that stuff too. I want to review those too. Um, and because I normally review that stuff as movies. So. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this nonetheless. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you think this is a good movie? Do you think it's overrated? Do you think it's underrated? I don't. Do you think like it? You go up with it? Cause I didn't, but I think one of the main things I remember where I watched this, like the trailers and stuff of this, I had a VHS of Bear in the Big Blue House. I'm pretty sure there was a trailer for that on here, and I also think that also might have been on the Muppets from Space VHS that we also had, because I have seen Muppets from Space, and but yeah, that's all I gotta really say about this review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see everyone in the next video. Bye.